Gabon coup, AU calls for rapid return to democratic constitutional order. So when you say rapid return to democratic constitutional order, is it returning Ali Bongo or conducting another election as fast as possible and handing over to whoever that will win that election? AU is even not specific. These are a bunch of old men in power that no longer know their left from their right. Exactly. Eh? So this statement is even very vague. A rapid return to democratic constitutional order. Which kind of order now? Is it by returning Ali Bongo to power or doing another election and declaring a new president as fast as possible? Which one do you mean? That is the question. Eh? This AU, I just wonder who they are. They are just toothless bulldog and a bunch of old presidents that no longer add value, and they use the money they have stolen from government to continue to remain in power and remain relevant. This is crazy. So the African Union has condemned the coup d'etat in Gabon. It urged the Gabonese National Army and security forces to adhere strictly to their republican vocation and guarantee the physical integrity of the President of the Republic, members of his family, and those of his government. Sahara reporters earlier reported that Gabonese soldiers appeared on television on Wednesday morning and announced they were putting an end to the current regime. They also announced the cancellation of the disputed election, which electoral officers declared President Ali Bongo Ondimba won. The suspected coup leader of Gabon, Brice Nguema, told the French newspaper Le Monde later in the day that a meeting of military generals will take place at 1400 GMT to decide the new leader for the country. Brice Nguema, who is the leader of the Elite Republican Guard and a relative to President Ali Bongo, told the paper that the meeting will decide who will become the transition leader of the Central African nation. However, in a statement issued in Addis Ababa, the chairperson of the AU Commission, His Excellency Musa Faki Muhammad, expressed displeasure over the development in Gabon, adding that the Commission was following the situation with great concern. Muhammad recalled that the current situation in the country constitutes a flagrant violation of the legal and political instruments of the African Union, including the African Charter on Elections, Democracy, and Governance. Okay, so you have all of this for when could take place, but when people rig themselves into power through election, you don't do anything about what is shame. The chairman of the commission encourages all political, civil, and military actors in Gabon to give priority to peaceful political avenues and the rapid return to democratic constitutional order in the country, the statement reads. So this is what they're saying now, that they are now urging Gabonese to go and return to democratic rule as fast as possible and make sure nothing happens to Ali Bongo and his family and members of his government. Okay, and this Brice Nguema that is taking over, it's a leader of the guard army who are in charge of the security of the president. Also, a relative to the president, Ali Bongo. That is what they're saying here. So, what could have led to him taking over? And are you sure this guy is not going to propagate the belief and the philosophy of Ali Bongo in power? That we don't know. Okay, that we don't know, and we're not too sure of it. But I'm sure what they have done is just to rotate power out of Ali Bongo's family and then put someone else, and probably someone that will not be a puppet to the French, because French has been exploiting that country because of their manganese and their oil that they have. So that is what is happening. AU is just talking. I know that AU right now, they don't have power. ECOWAS, they are tired and they don't even know which country is going to happen next, because this era of military coup is going to sweep through Africa, West Africa, and Africa, as long as it's an era of revolution. It's not for military to remain in power, it's to bring the change that democracy could not bring. And then also remove the hand of foreigners, all these foreign slave masters, from manipulating our leaders and our economy. Simple. That's exactly what they want. Somebody said, don't worry, it is moving like a white fire, it will come to you. Very soon, una go answer African disunion. People cannot be fooled forever. Exactly. I pray let there be more coup in 5 West African countries. I see more coups in Africa. It will come. It is remaining Nigeria. It will come. One day, AU, UN, ECOWAS, etc. will be physically attacked if they continue to be complicit. African leaders versus nothing to offer to their people, okay, or have nothing to offer to their people. That is why there are coups here and there. Exactly. We are not proud of African Union. They represent nothing. They absolutely represent nothing. That is it. African Union represent nothing at all. They don't have anything to offer, and that is why coup will continue to take place. We keep calling why they keep moving. Exactly. You keep calling why they keep moving. How is the former democracy? His story. Cameroon next, then Dr. Kungu, DR Congo and Nigeria, then Uganda. Abi? Cameroon Paul Biya, we saw what happened to him in France when he went to celebrate his how many years in power, about 40 years in power. And the Cameroonians in France disgraced him, destroyed the cake. Okay? The Democratic Republic of Congo and Nigeria and Uganda will follow. That is it. Revolution is coming up very soon. Please, Nigerian military, we are waiting for your turn. Call who they pick am. How many of these unions have queried those African leaders who have been performing below par? This call is useless to say the least. Exactly. Who are AU? African Union. What will not be? Who know you? Cameroon is next. That's what I'm saying. Effects of Obi and obedience. Thank Mr. Obi's structure of criminality. The structure of APC is structure of criminality. I tell you, what has happened in Nigeria could be contributing because people have watched the election of Nigeria closely and found that all these old men are a bunch of fools. They don't have anything to offer. They have to be removed from power. That is it. Cameroon is next. Waiting, then fit do. AU not going to do anything. I tell you, AU have no moral ground to say anything. They should better just keep quiet. All eyes on the Nigerian army, waiting you men they do. Follow them. Do Nigerian army should take note. They are mad. Okay, make them they play. Go carry them now. Okay, what are they waiting for? Story. So the thing here is that the AU has no value and has no respect anymore. Now Northern General feel fit do am for Nigeria, not be South, Abi. We Nigerians are with Tinubu and ECOWAS, not really. Now only you Nigerians, not everybody. Speak for yourself and your family. That is it. Who is with you and Tinubu? Nobody. AU should have cautioned African leaders against corruption, subjecting her citizens to poverty, etc. Just remember, they are all the same protecting their interests. Exactly. 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 Who is going to caution who? They are themselves. They talk to themselves. Now, what is happening? They are scared and they are afraid. All of them probably will go back now and be looking wards into their military formation to see what changes they can make in order to strengthen their stay in power. That is it. So thank you for listening, and let's have a comment in this matter. AU trying to warn Gabon to go back to the civilian rule as fast as possible.